Hello and welcome to the Model Student for the second bi-weekly update, episode 2. Here we are. It is, what is it? It is February 26th, 2023. And as far as updates go, we've been pretty busy these last couple weeks. We really kind of fired up our activity on the channel. And over the course of the past 2 weeks, we were able to upload, I think it was 15 videos, so just a little over one a day, which for someone who doesn't really know anything about computers and is just learning about editing, you know, that's a pretty tall order. But we were able to still get a fair bit done. In recap, let's just take a look here. Yeah, so look, here we go. Since Sunday, we fixed up the Hind helicopter. We got all the parts that broke off it when we moved. We got those glued together, and we showed the water effect that we made for the pibber. I'll bring it out in a second, and we can take a look at that with the dock. And again, I guess we wrapped up the pibber boat, which we did. We've wrapped up the pibber boat, and it's pretty well ready to go. It's just drying some oil paints. There's a few small bits to glue on it, but not very much. And yeah, and then is the 1/72nd scale staff car, which I'll get out to give you guys a look at. And we were was able to retrieve a couple episodes that I shot a few years ago when I was in the other studio before I moved the studio, and I was able to get those compiled off of a hard drive that got damaged and a computer that got damaged. So a friend of mine was able to sift through that, and he's still pulling stuff out, so we'll see what maybe you can get out of there. But I was able to put up the monogram Freedom Fighter that I did in the Canadian Armed Forces emblems with my own stickers, my own what do you call it, transfers, the water slide decals. I used the inkjet. I think they're right here, actually. And yeah, keep my decals all in a drawer here. And yeah, I'm going to be going to these babies. I did have the inkjet, but the problem with me is that I don't use the printer very often. And when it sits for that long in inkjet, it dries out, and it just went kaput. So I keep it as a scanner, but other than that, I don't really have much use for the inkjet. So I went to a laser printer. I just got a new one over there, so we'll be getting that hooked up, and then we'll be able to start printing some decals, which I want to get really handy with, because I want to start doing some scratch builds and some stuff from scratch. It's nice to have your own decals. So yeah, we basically pushed through with, let's see, we threw up a couple episodes. Oh, and the shout out to Rachel's Ghost, which was awesome. I usually watch this live stream. It's just about vinyl records and stuff. It's a great live stream. I really like it. And Rachel pulled up my channel, and yeah, she gave me a big shout out, and that was really heartwarming. It was awesome. We took on, the channel took on some subscribers from that, I'm sure. I saw about a boost of about a dozen or more subscribers, so that was super great. And I think right now we are up to 42 subscribers. So from 2 weeks ago, I think I had 9 subscribers, which had been just friends of mine, I think maybe, and friends, Facebook friends, who I had known that I was starting a channel. And then there was a pretty good lull on the channel for about 3 years while I took care of personal stuff and, you know, moving the studio actually the first time upstairs from where it was, growing it and making it bigger, and then eventually moving it, all of that got bigger all the way down here. So that whole process took a lot of my time. I was still building models, but there was no way I was able to film or edit or any of that kind of stuff. So all of that took a backseat. And anyways, I was watching a live stream, and she pulled up my channel, and we all got a look at it, and I thought that was awesome. So there's a little shout out to Rachel's Ghost there, and then the old AMT X-Wing fighter build that was from the upstairs studio. That was old footage that was shot. I posted that. And then these Zhengfu Chinese model maker. They were a couple of garbage models that got put out to me by a friend. And I put them together, and I just thought I'd make a quick video. I was trying to test the lighting and the cameras, keep trying to improve the quality on the channel. And then the last two were these kits here, the Fujimi 124 Porsche and the Gunzi Sangyo. Lamborghini 3000, and that's these two kits underway, and we've been able to get fairways with those. We've pretty well crushed the Lamborghini. It's pretty well done. I mean, it's there's not much to that kit. It didn't take long to put it together, which was great for me because I'm kind of a beginner when it comes to that kind of thing. But it was a lot of fun. I really loved it, and it didn't come with decals, so I messed around and I put some decals together with it from an old, I think it was a Lindbergh kit that I got from the dollar store. I think it was the Blue Angels, and I was able to incorporate those into it, and I gave it a hot lime green paint job and stuff. And I don't know, I think it actually kind of turned out kind of neat. It's like a what if rally racer thing. I kind of envisioned some green research company and researching, you know, green energy or green fuels or something, and that's their race car, their rally car, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, the flat nose, I'm going with pretty well the cover photo that's on the cover of it. It looks like pretty well this color, and I'm going to try to replicate as best I can. I've got some flocking on the I got some flocking on the carpet. First time I ever tried anything like that. And I tried to do some some oil blending and stuff to get a bit of a leather effect on the interior. But it's coming along anyway. So yeah, we're pretty well done with the Lamborghini. And I'd like to get, maybe I'll just put a quick slideshow and some footage out. A big announcement is that there is going to be an improvement with the quality, especially for this camera, the overhead camera. A friend has donated a DSLR, really nice one, to the channel, which is awesome. They had a camera that they weren't really using. It was sitting in a closet, I guess, in the darkness, and they decided that I would get some use out of it. So they've kindly donated it. So when they come into the city, they're going to bring it with them, and that should be shortly. So I should be able to have a transition into a crisper image and get a little bit better quality on the image going. So that'll be really nice. And hopefully, from what I understand, it'll have an HDMI output, which will allow me to run a monitor, which will kind of help too with me being able to build and keep in focus and well, a lot of different things anyway. So that was a big announcement. So basically, let me clean off the desk, and I wanted to just take a moment to take a look at some new kits that I just got from a modeler who's retiring from the hobby because just due to age and due to you know, the confinements of lifespan and whatnot. But I wanted to bring them out because they're pretty awesome kits, and I'm really excited about building them. So let me get these guys off of the table. I'm going to bring out the Pibber, I'll bring out the Tang, I'll just give you guys a quick look at those, and then I'm going to bring out these brand new kits that I've gotten, and we'll take a look at those and see if there's anything maybe that you guys might be interested in seeing me tackle, because these are pretty epic kits. So stay tuned, give me a chance to clean the desk, we'll be right back. Okay, as promised, we're back, and here is the Pibber boat and the patent tank diorama, the way it is right now. So you can see we pretty well licked out the Pibber boat. There's a few little details that have to go on it. I want to do some oil work down here on the bottom. You know, some streaking and some water lines on it and stuff. And basically the plan for this diorama is to have the figures milling around while there's a couple guys working on the motor, the engine of the Pibber boat, and you know, chatting to the guys on the tank. There's going to be some barrels and some, I've got a bunch of stuff here. I've got some cast barrels and some crates with rags and bundles of blankets and stuff on them and that, and I think that those may be sitting around. I don't know how many of them I'm going to use. I don't want to busy it up too much, but I want it like maybe just near the end of the war when they're, you know, sort of moving, packing up. I want to try to get like a bit of maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a bit of haste, like they're really trying to get going, trying to get out of this area before the enemy moves in and takes it right over. So I thought I'd have a few guys working on the thing, and we've been making some pretty good progress with the figure painting. I'm trying to get as much variation between the figures as possible. Being military figures, you're going to do a lot of greens, but I've been trying to work the different shades and different, you know, liners and that, trying to get different sort of looks to each of them. So let's try to get an individual look for what. I'm really liking this guy here. I'm really liking the way he's going to turn out. I think I gotta, you know, obviously work on. They're in various stages of completion, but yeah, this is one of those little projects that I just sort of come back to and I sort of work on it. We were 3D printed some facets for this one with the resin printer, and these are some bolsters, and I've got some chipping done. I did a bit of an undercoat, and then I put a yellow sort of safety caution yellow over top, and then chipped it away with some hairspray and just a, you know, wet brush and that seems to be working pretty good. So I'll get some oil on those and get those dulled down a little bit. But yeah, I'm basically just going to work away here and there on days in between different projects and just sort of get these figures done. Printed, let's see, we printed these two figures, which turned out pretty good, I thought. The one is like a bit of a commando, and this guy's going to be standing on the boat catching some rays, listening to the game on the radio. So yeah, I think all in all it should sort of set up a nice little story. I like to try and tell a story with my models anyways. I don't have much else to do with them, so we'll try and, you know, I don't know, get it set up so that it looks realistic in some way or another. But I'm having a lot of fun building it, and I thought the dock is turning out pretty good. I want to add some sort of rope element or something along the bottom with some bumper buoys, like, you know, maybe tires. I don't know, I haven't decided yet what to use. But anyways, that's the way she looks coming along. And just quickly, I will bring out the smallest kit that we've ever built. I'll just set it right here, and that is this 1/72 scale German staff car. This was a lot of fun. This was a little snap together kit by IMC. There was I did a review on it. And really cool kit, snaps together, fits really well. I've never built a vehicle this small before. Oh crap, look at that, I'm losing parts already. But anyways, the only problem that I had with it were the rubber wheels. The rubber wheels and the rims are a bugger, so I think I'm going to glue them in place. But yeah, this is going to be part of another diorama in 72 scale that I have a plan for. And so I sort of dustied it up. I've got the windows here are ready to go in along the sides. I've got another one here. I've got them sort of framed out and ready to go. I've got dust in that effect, sort of a bit on the roof. Top little roof on her there. But yeah, she turned out pretty good, I thought. I mean, I might have over-weathered her, but I think with the diorama plan that I have, I think it should work pretty good. It came with little flags that have insignia on them. I'm not going to use them for this this particular one, but I do have another one. I have the open top one too. So anyways, I'll post up some nice up-close pictures and slideshow for the staff car, probably in the next week or two. I'm going to wait till I get the really good camera though to get some good images. So anyways, poof, that's the completed tank and the boat, and where we're at with the figures and the diorama idea. And that is the completed little staff car that we did this week. And yeah, that was pretty fun. That only took a couple days too. That was kind of a good mojo builder. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So anyways, just quick to wrap up before the end of the show is I just wanted to give you a preview of some of the kits that you might be seeing over the next couple weeks. As far as unboxing, and I may tackle one or two of them this year. They're going to be a real challenge. They're pretty big kits. So just give me a second to get the table cleared off again, and I'll bring them out and we'll take a quick look, and that'll be it for today's show. Thanks. Okay, we're back, and as promised, here we go. I am super excited, and it's kind of one of those catch-22s where you're happy and sad at the same time. This is an acquaintance, a friend of mine, a little while ago, maybe about a year or so ago. And he lives actually really close to me. We didn't know each other. I responded to an ad for the Pipper boat, of all things. And it was a really good price, I thought, for the model kit. I knew the quality of it. I wanted to get it. I reached out, and he got back to me, and we hit it off. We just started chatting away, and as it turns out, he's a professional modeler of over 40 years, and he's in his late 70s. And his health is, you know, how it gets when you're in your late 70s. And he's decided that his stash is definitely larger than it needs to be. So we got to chatting and talking, and I said, well, look, you know, if you ever decide to get rid of anything, let me know. I would definitely be interested, because I won't sell them. I'm not looking to flip them at all. I'm looking to build them, and you know, maybe even be able to use them on the channel. This was before I'd started really posting again. So he agreed to sell me some kits, and I bought a couple, and then a couple of weeks ago he got a hold of me and said he'd been going through his stash, and he'd found some particularly good stuff that he'd found so far, and there's going to be a lot more, because he has a lot of really good stuff. But anyways, here's the small stuff. I was going to show you the big ones, and now I'll get to those, but I just wanted to show you these quick, and I'm really excited about these, being a motorcycle guy. So anyways, here's the small ones. So I don't know if you can see this here. Here we go. So here's what we're looking at. And these are all bikes. This is amazing. So we've got the Italeri, the Kunda KS750. We have the BMW R75 with sidecar. We have the German Motorcycle Repair Crew with the figures. I'm going to spin these around here. We have the German motorcyclists pushing them. I've got a really crazy idea, because I've got a 132 scale Spitfire that I thought in perspective might work with these guys. And I thought these guys desperately trying to push their motorcycle off of a muddy path with the, you know, with the Spitfire bearing down on them, I thought might be kind of fun. But anyways, that's that one. The Kradisch Schützen. My German is terrible. It should be better. My dad was half German. But Troops on the Move. And these are all these Master Box, these are unbelievable kits. I've taken a little peek at them inside, but they're all sealed, all brand new. Another German World War II era motorcycle. I'm not sure what type it is. I'm sure we'll find out once we get into it. Probably a BMW, I guess. And Letting Off Steam, which has crew and stuff in that too. So yeah, a really nice stack of motorcycles for us to build coming in the new year. So here, let me set these down here. And then real quick before we go, because I really wanted to show you guys these. So anyways, here's the big ones. There's 3 altogether. And you can tell that they're sizable. These boxers are huge. These kits are really astounding. These are the biggest kits that I own. They're the most comprehensive probably kits that I own. So I don't know. I'm going to work my way up with the armor. I'm going to try a few more tanks and stuff as we go. But just a quick sneak peek of what we've got going on here is the 135 scale German Panzerjägerwagen Volume 1. And these are all train cars that fit together. So this is the one with the tank. Comes with photo etch parts. I've taken a peek inside. These are trumpeter kits. I'll get the dates and everything figured, but they all come with this base for the tracks, and the you know, stone and that in between, and beautiful molding, look, beautiful kits. The Academy kits, I've got a couple. They seem really good, so you know, we'll see as we get up to snuff. The next one is another Panzerjägerwagen, and this one comes with the tank, I do believe, and it's the trailer and the tank combined, which is really cool. It's like the small little one-guy tank, it looks like, or something. But you know, as you can see, these are chock packed right full, and I'm sure you experienced modelers are chuckling away knowing that, you know, what I'm probably in for here. But I'm really excited to get into these, because these are just astounding. And then here we go. Look at the size of this big boy. This is a massive box. I don't even know what we're looking at for parts. I was too dumbfounded when he was bringing them out and showing them to me and telling me how much they were going to cost me. I couldn't put the two together, so I just said yes. And am I ever glad I did? No, I want to thank Graham very much for these kits and the ones that, well, whatever else comes. But yeah, I really do appreciate it, because for a person in my situation who's on basically what you would consider a fixed income, I don't have much to work with. So, you know, when you're able to get really good quality kits at a really reasonable price, which I don't even want to say out loud what these cost me because they're practically free. But I'm really excited to get started on one of these babies. I think I'm going to start with one of the bikes after I wrap up these cars and the pibber boat sort of all together over this next little bit. But yeah, maybe leave me some comments down below and let me know if you want to take a look at one of these. And I think maybe I'll take a chance and I'll give you guys a tour through my stash. And we'll see, because a lot of times I get kind of stuck on what I feel like building next. And maybe sometimes if you guys give me a shout out, I'll just build what you guys want. So maybe what I'll do is I'll post my stash, and we'll take a tour through it maybe one day, and maybe you guys can come up with some cool builds for me to do during the course of 2023. So anyways, at 42 subscribers and I don't know, a few thousand views so far, 5,000-6,000 views, I want to really thank and I really appreciate the new subscribers. We're going to always work to get better at not just building models, painting models, printing models, and get better at filming them and better quality on the images that you're seeing on YouTube, so that we can make it a little bit more enjoyable. So anyways, from me to you guys at the Model Student here, I want to say thank you very much for all of your support so far. That was Sunday's update. There's going to be more to come. Every couple weeks we're going to do one of these, and I'm going to keep building models, and I'm going to keep filming stuff, and I'm going to keep trying my best to figure out how this YouTube thing works. And well, I'm bringing you along for the ride. If you want to come, you're more than welcome to join us. Every single day we're going to try to post something here at the Model Student. So until next time, we'll see you later. Cheers!